Hi guys, Bella here. Can you believe it? I know I always say this, but it's been a really long time since my last video. But today it seemed like a great time to come in because I just got back from my 6-month post-op appointment. So, and Sophie was here, so we thought we'd say hi, right? So anyway, let's get to some numbers. So, because it's been forever. So when my starting weight, originally my highest weight, I was 315 pounds. The day of surgery, I was 277 pounds. And yesterday, when I did my weekly weigh-in, I was 211 pounds. So I have officially lost 104 pounds, which is amazing. I'm so excited about that. And I have a lot of non-scale victories as well that I'm going to get to in just a couple minutes. So I guess first let me tell you about the appointment that I had today. I met with the nutritionist and she looked through my diaries that I keep on MyFitnessPal and was very pleased with everything. She liked my protein to calorie ratio and the fact that I keep the carbs pretty low. Although with Kaiser, they don't necessarily recommend a low carb diet necessarily. I mean, they want you to have a balanced diet, and if anything, maybe I probably eat fewer carbs than what they necessarily recommend, but it works for me and for my weight loss. So I figured, if it's working, keep doing it. The only thing that the nutritionist said, I take in about 850 to 900 calories a day, more or less. Some days less, some days more. But she said that she wanted me to up that to like 900 to 1,000 calories a day. So I don't know. It's as it is. I feel like I'm eating up the perfect amount of food. I don't feel hungry, but I definitely feel satisfied. And I don't know. At each meal, I don't see myself eating more than I do because I get full, So I don't know. We'll see. I understand where she's coming from, but right now I'm comfortable with the way that I've been eating. I don't feel hungry, so I figure if it's working, like I just said, let me just keep doing that. The main part of the appointment that I was really excited about and also nervous about was the doctor's appointment because I had done this whole series of blood work. They took 12 vials of blood 2 weeks ago. And I was very interested to see how that was all going to come back because although I've been taking my vitamins regularly and I have a good, I bought all the vitamins that I needed to and all that stuff, there were definitely a couple of days in there where maybe for 3 days in a row I would forget to take it, then I'd get back on track and then that would happen again. So it wasn't sporadic. I mean, on the whole, I'm definitely taking my vitamins very consistently, but I was wondering how would it all work out? So I went today and the doctor was incredibly happy. She called me a rock star, which was awesome. She said that she's incredibly impressed with my weight loss, which was good. And she was happy with the vitamins. She thought the ones that I'm taking, I'm taking Celebrate vitamins. And she said that was an excellent brand, that my labs all came back really good. And I was really surprised that even my iron levels were great. I've always been slightly anemic. Even for years pre-surgery, I've been anemic, and so I expected to be anemic today, but I wasn't. And this is the first time that I'm not even on the edge of anemic, so that was awesome. I was really happy with that, and what a difference, and she was happy with my activity level and everything else. So she really she was just impressed. So I'm happy that makes me feel good. So that's nice. It's oh, cool. Everything's going the way it's supposed to be with the food and the water and the, supplements and all that kind of stuff. So let's talk about some NSVs that have been going on. Okay, I guess I'll start with this sweater. I have now lost enough weight that this sweater is from Dress Barn and it's an XL and it fits well. If anything, it might be even, my sister was saying a little bit on the larger side, but I think it fits well. I bought a couple other things from Target and those were also XL, which is amazing. I mean, I haven't been able to shop in the regular size department I don't remember. I do not remember. It's been 20 years, I feel like, or if maybe 18, but still it's been a really long time, which is incredible. So that's awesome. And my pants, while those are still plus size, I'm really, really happy because when I first, my highest weight, size 28s were tight. And I was wearing a lot of yoga pants because they were the most comfortable. Like when I'd squeeze into jeans on size 28s, it was like super uncomfortable and I felt like a stuffed pig or something, I don't know. The other day I went to Avenue because Avenue's jeans fit me really well. And I was able to buy size 18 jeans and they're comfortable, like amazing. Because usually I find Avenue's jeans, at least for me, for a while, I think a size up in their jeans, like where in other pants I might have been a 24, with their jeans I was always a 26. So I'm not saying that I'm a 16 right now in other pants, but my other pants that I bought from Kohl's that are more like dress pants, they're black dress pants, those are 18 and big. I haven't bought the smaller size, but I probably could fit the 16s. So that's just so cool. Like that is amazing. I think it'll be really amazing when I can wear regular size pants, like, 14s in a normal store. That'll be so cool. Like I'm sure I'll start to cry. So that's something to look forward to. That's hopefully coming pretty soon. Some other NSVs that have been going on lately. Just the other day, I went to the beauty supply place to buy some hair products, and I had to park upstairs. And so, went downstairs, went to the store, whatever. And then on my way back, I had to climb up 2 flights of stairs, and it was nothing. I mean, I climbed those stairs and wasn't out of breath at all, didn't have to pause, didn't do anything, was just like, oh, that's normal, which is so crazy because in the past I would have definitely been huffing and puffing. I would have been out of breath. I would have had to try to, if I was with somebody, I would have been trying to mask the being out of breath because I was embarrassed, and I didn't have to do any of that. I was by myself though, so I was like, oh, I wish somebody had been there, so that was pretty cool. And then also recently I had a huge NSV with a 5K that I did. So let me backtrack to 2009. There's a 5K series here in the Bay Area that's called the Mermaid Series, and it's a group that was started, I think, as a triathlon group, and the mermaid part is, I guess, the swimming. And I did a 5K in 2009 with my sister, and we just walked it. And at that point, I wasn't at my heaviest weight, but I was about 275. And we were walking, and literally every single person passed us. And it was because of me. Literally every person. We were dead last. There was no one behind us. Women in strollers with babies passed us. And I started crying because I'm a very competitive person and I always like to try to do my best and be the best. And it really got to me that I couldn't go faster and that I was so far behind in the pack. And my sister, God love her, she is a social worker. She's got a degree in psychology, and she really basically talked me down from the ledge because I had a breakdown on the trail and was just so upset and so frustrated. And she told me, she said, listen, we're going to start what we finish. We're going to finish what we started. So let's get to it. It doesn't matter how long it takes us. I'm here with you and we're going to do it. And the main problem was I wasn't physically out of breath, but I was having a lot of issues with my feet at the time. And still to this day, I don't really know exactly what was going on. They never really found out, even though they did a bunch of different tests on me at the time. I mean, I know it was something vascular that had to do with my obesity. Because basically what would happen is it would start with my right foot, and that foot would go numb. And then the numbness would travel up my leg all the way to my hip. And then it would be, once it went up to the hip, so I have no feeling in the whole right side from the hip down. And it would be very tingly, like pins and needles, but yet I couldn't feel the ground as I was walking. And then after that, then it would still be numb on the right side, and then it would start on the left side. And it would be, then my left foot would start to go numb and then all the way up. And that was really, really hard because I couldn't feel the ground underneath me. So the fact that I could have fallen, tripped, hurt myself at any point, it was really scary. It was really, really scary. And then when I did get feeling back, like if I'd pause and get some feeling back, then I'd have just incredible cramps in my legs and just couldn't walk fast at all. So, excuse me, it was awful. It was terrible. Cut to 2 weeks ago, I entered the Mermaid 5K. This time it was in San Francisco, right at the Marina Green, which is right underneath the Golden Gate Bridge. I'll link to a blog post in the down bar, and you guys could see the pictures. Amazing, amazing, beautiful pictures that day. And it was actually my cousin and I, because my sister wasn't able to go. But we walked it again. And this time we were in the middle dead of the pack. I was so excited. Like, I've never been so glad to be in the middle of anything in my life. I'm always like, you know, that type A perfectionist who always wants to be the best. But to me, this was the best, because we completed the 5K in 56 minutes, which I think is a pretty good time considering we walked the whole time. And there were plenty of people ahead of us, but there were just as many people behind us. And so that was a great feeling just mentally for me. That was so awesome. And so much so that, I mean, I definitely have a few more 5Ks that I'm planning to participate in. The next one being a turkey trot in my city on Thanksgiving morning. And with that one, because I'm doing it by myself, I'm planning to see how fast I can go, because the last couple 5Ks that I've done, I've definitely felt like I probably could have gone a little faster, but because I was walking with other people, I wasn't going to try and like push them too far, because I know how I would have felt if I was, you know, if somebody else wanted to go faster and then I was holding them back. And so I never wanted them to feel like, you know, they were holding me back. So, but this time, since I'll be by myself, I'm really looking forward to pushing it and seeing just how fast can I go. I'm definitely hoping to get to 50 minutes or less, and who knows, maybe even faster than that. Like 45 would be awesome, because that'd be a 15-minute mile. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll be only at 55. I mean, who knows? But whatever it is, I'm excited to try it. So that was a huge NSV. The clothes, just being able to shop in the normal sizes, huge NSV. Just my daily life, there are so many things that I can do so much easier now. And that's an amazing feeling. Something else that I'm planning to do in January, and I'll talk more about this in later videos, but one of my friends, because I've been doing all these 5Ks and telling her how, you know, the walking is, I can go faster and that it's kind of easy and all this, she really wants me to, it's called San Jose Fit is the name of the club, and it's like a running club where they pace you, like they'll see what pace you're walking at or running at, and they'll put you in a category based on that, and they'll help you train so that, I guess the eventual goal is to do like a half marathon or a marathon, depending on what the person wants to do. But it's $100, and it's for I think it's 28 weeks, which is great. And they will basically train you so that you can run your best or walk your best or whatever. So I'm going to try to run. I figure I can do a slow, like jog, walk type of deal. And if it really is problematic or gives me, if I have any problems with my knees or whatever, I can always do a fast walk, right? I mean, I can do whatever. And they do things where it's like, run 4 minutes, walk a minute, that kind of thing, which is kind of neat. And I've read a lot about that. That's said that actually people who do that kind of 4-1 pace or something like it end up being actually faster than people that just run straight through, because the recovery time during that 1 minute of walking really helps them push themselves farther for longer than somebody who is just running might, because then they might slow their run more. So I thought that was interesting. So I'll talk more about that in later videos once I've joined and I see how it's going and all that kind of stuff. So I guess this is kind of a long video, but it's been a long time, so hopefully you guys stuck in there with me. And that's another thing I want to say. Like, I always say this, that I should make more videos, and that I feel bad that I haven't made more videos more frequently. And I think I'm going to kind of stop apologizing. I'm going to make the videos as often as I can. And if that's infrequent, you know, so be it. It's not for lack of trying, and it's not that I've fallen off the wagon, because I haven't. And anyone who wants to follow my journey, definitely my blog is the best way to do that, because I definitely post on there several times a week. I always do a weekly weigh-in post, and then I try when other things are going on, I post, you know, whenever something happens. So that's a great place to follow me. Or if you want to be my pal on my Fitness Pal, just in the note, if you want to add me, just tell me that you watch my YouTube videos or read my blog, because I don't know. I usually don't just add someone that I have no idea who they are unless they've told me who they are, kind of. I don't know. Anyways, so my plan for the next couple of months is to try to make a video at least once a month or as something exciting happens. And I think that's a more doable plan than like a weekly video, because obviously that's not happening for me. And plus, I think a month at a time, there's a good amount of things that will happen, so I'll have plenty to talk about. So I think that's what I'm going to try and do. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving and that things are great where you are, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.